Hello and welcome to a prospecting video. Today, I am going to be building the best size boost equipment build you can make in the game currently. So there is quite a few things to talk about because there is quite a few things you can do to make your size boost better. And that ranges from equipment to pans to enchants. So are you ready? So right now I have no equipment on. I do have a couple of potions on, and that's the reason why we have a dig speed and shake speed. But as you can see, I have no size boost currently. So we're going to start with the pan. What pan should you use for a size boost build? Now there is 4 total pans in the game that can give you size boost. There is the magnetic pan, which can give you a 25% size boost. There is the diamond pan, which can give you a 10% size boost. So I would generally choose magnetic over diamond, but diamond is still good because you only get 10%, but it comes with a bunch more statistics. And if we quickly look at the magnetic one, you get a size boost of 25%. But you only get 50 capacity. And now, if you've already progressed through this store on the Fortune River Island, there is some better pans you can get. There is 2 more. The World Shaker Pan can be found at the Crystal Cavern River, and you need to enter this room that's behind the waterfall. And then you will be met with a closed door, if you've not completed this already, and you need to enter 3 items into this little mini game, and this includes a starshine, a diamond, and an emerald. An emerald is an epic, a diamond is a legendary, and a starshine is also a legendary, and they can be found right here. Then, once you've opened this door, you will find the World Shaker Pan. This will give you a size boost of 25% and a bunch more stats. So this pan is very good for size boost builds. Last, but definitely not least, because this is the best pan you can get for size boost, is something called the Frostbite Pan. And you can find the Frostbite Pan at the Frozen Peak. Now this one is the hardest one to obtain. You have to do a lot of quests on the Snowy Island. And the way to climb up the Snowy Mountain is completing the NPC quests. So if you just follow that, you will finally end up here eventually. But like I said, it is very hard to reach the top of the Frozen Peak. But right here, there is a pan called the Frostbite Pan for 10 billion. And if we have a look, you get luck 300, capacity 250, shake shred 15, shake speed 80%, and a size boost of 25%. So if you're looking at making a size boost build, that is the best pan you can use. So let's quickly equip that now. And then for shovel, you want to use the icebreaker, which gives you a dig strength of 60, dig speed 1.1, and a toughness 6. So that is the best shovel. You can pretty much just use any shovel, because I don't think shovels have a size boost. I could be wrong, but I really don't think they do. Now you have your pan, either magnetic, diamond, world shaker, or frostbite. You want to now look for an enchant. There is 3 enchants in the game that can give you size boost. There is Titanic, which gives you a 20% size boost. There is Cosmic, which gives you a 25% size boost. And then there's Prismatic, which gives you like a 10%, so it's not really worth it. So I would either get Titanic or Cosmic, because there's only a 5% difference. But Cosmic, you do get a lot more statistics. So we're going to be using Cosmic on this Frostbite Pan. Now there is a couple of ways you can obtain Cosmic. You can find it in the Traveling Merchant for either 10 billion or I think it was like 3,000 shards. I could be wrong on that, but I normally just buy it when I see it for money. And I suggest you do too. I think it's like 10 billion. And then Titanic is like super cheap. You'll probably find that for like 1 billion, maybe even less in the Traveling Merchant. I would not suggest buying it for shards ever. But you can also get Titanic and Cosmic by using Ephrite and Aurorite. Now, Aurorite is an epic, and that can give you Titanic quite easily, but it would be very hard to get Cosmic. But if you use something called Ephrite, you will have a high chance on getting Cosmic. Like, I think it only takes like 5 to 10 Ephrite to get Cosmic. and then use Aurorite if you're looking for Titanic. So now we have the enchants sorted. We are going to be using this Cosmic Enchant book. I am going to override Prismatic on my Frostbite pan because this is technically my second best pan now. So I'm going to do that. Boom. Now we have a 25% size boost on our pan. So just from the pan alone, after you've enchanted and got the Frostbite pan, you will have a size boost of 50%. So we're going to keep that climbing. Now the next thing is crafting. There is quite a few craftable equipment you can use specifically for size boost. Commons and uncommons, there is no items that give you size boost. So ignore them during a size boost build. But there is an item that is rare that gives you a size boost of 18%. Now this is very high for a ring. Like if you don't have enough to start crafting like prismatic stars, I would highly suggest making a full build of ruby rings if you're looking for a size boost build. They're very cheap to make. It takes 5 platinum and 1 ruby, and they give you excellent size boost. Now we're going to move on to epics. There is actually no epics that give you size boost, so completely ignore them. But legendaries is where you can get a really good item called the Crown for $5 million. And that will give you a size boost of 45%. So you could have a crown with ruby rings. Next up, we have something called the Mass Accumulator, which can give you a size boost of 80%. Now that is a crazy size boost for a legendary. So you could have the crown, the Mass Accumulator, and a bunch of ruby rings without even hitting the mythics. But when you get to the mythics, this is where it gets really interesting, because you can craft something called the Royal Federation Crown, which can give you a size boost of 90%, which is, I think, the second best in percent item you can craft. And that is a charm. And then we're going to move on to something called Celestial Rings. Celestial Rings is a neck piece, and that can give you a size boost of 45%. But it is quite pricey to craft. You need Vortessence, Meteoric Iron, Moonstone, and Cat's Eye. And you might be wondering, what do I want to pair with the Royal Federation Crown and the Celestial Rings? And that is Prismatic Stars. Now, each Prismatic Star you use will give you a size boost of 20%. And we're actually going to be crafting 8 of these today to finish off a full 6-star build of Prismatic Stars, so we can have the best size boost possible. And it also comes with so many more stats, like it's generally one of the best rings in the game right now. Probably like the second best. So you can make a full mythic equipment build that is focused on size boost, and that includes the Royal Federation Crown, Celestial Rings, and 6 to 8 Prismatic Stars. Now we move on to exotics. And exotics is where you're really going to boost your size boost. So Fossilized Crown gives you a 50%, so it is worse than the Royal Federation Crown. But the Fossilized Crown, as you can see, you get Luck 90 and Cell Boost 180. But if you look at the Fossilized Crown, it gives you so many more statistics. Like you get Luck 250, Capacity 200, Shake Speed 30%, and Cell Boost 100%. So it might be more beneficial to use the Fossilized Crown over the Royal Federation Crown, even though the Royal Federation Crown gives you like double the size boost. But the rest of the stats will make your build even better by losing that like 40%. And then you get the best item for size boost. This is called the Frosthorn Pendant, which gives you a luck of 400, dig strength 200, capacity 200, a dig speed of minus 30, which ain't too bad, and a size boost of 100%. Now that is the highest percent you can get for a size boost build. So now we're going to craft these 8 prismatic stars that I'm missing to make a full prismatic star build. I am just going to quickly craft them all and I'll show you after. I have now crafted all the 8 prismatic stars that we need to finish this prismatic star build. And that is an 81%, 82, 81, 84, 85, 82 and 87. So now these are ready for the forge. If you don't know how to forge on this game, you need 2 5-star equipment. And you can make a 6-star equipment by heading to the magma furnace. And the forge machine is just in the middle of the lava. So the first ring, I'm going to use an 87% and an 81 and see what we get. So 6-star, combine, boom, 88%. That is absolutely beautiful. And now we're going to do another one. So we're going to do 85 with an 82. What do we get here? We get 87%. Lovely again. Then we're going to do an 81 with an 85. Combine, 86%. So we're getting high 80s right now, which is very good. And then last one, 82% and 84. Combine, 86%. So we now have 4 prismatic star rings at 6-star at 88, 87, 86 and 86. Now we've got to make the equipment build. So to get the highest percentage possible, we are going to be using the Royal Federation crown, the Frosthorn pendant. These are all going to be 6-star, by the way. And 8 prismatic stars. If you don't have the 2-slot game pass, then just use 6 prismatic stars. And boom, 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 boom. Where's the last couple? There, and there. Oh, we've accidentally put on an APOC ring. Quickly take that off. Boom. And now we have 8 6-star prismatic rings. All of them are over 82%, which is actually incredible. With a Frosthorn pendant and a Royal Federation crown. But like I said earlier in this video, you can use the Fossilized crown, which gives you a 55%, or the Royal Federation crown that gives you a 90%. But the Fossilized crown comes with a lot more stats and a lot more capacity, so I would suggest using that. But if you want the highest percentage possible, with this build currently, you get a size boost of 401%. And the stats are actually really good. You get decent dig speed, nice shake speed, incredible luck for a size build, 985, and a capacity of 816. So this build altogether is not bad at all. And then if we put on the Fossilized crown, so we take off the Royal Federation crown and put on the Fossilized, we do go down to 366%, but we gain so much more stats. We gain an extra 200 capacity, we gain an extra like 200 luck. So I would suggest using the Fossilized crown, even though you do get a little bit less percentage in size boost, but you gain so much more stats. And you might even get luckier to get like mythics and exotics at high weight with that instead of the Federation crown. So now you probably want to see this build in action, and that is exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to go grab some potions real quick. And we are going to bounce around locations a bit. So the first location we're going to be digging at is the, what's it called? The volcanic sands. We're going to be digging right here and see what kind of high weighted items we can get. So we have 1,100 capacity. So if I hit the perfect, I need to just hit the perfect. I need to get used to this build because it is a lot slower than my speed build that I've been using. So we do fill the pan with 1 hit, which is absolutely lovely. And we're going to see what kind of items we can dig up. I am going to turn off auto sell, and we actually have 5,200 luck. Like, this is not far off my max build. Like, my max build gives me like 6,200 when I'm using my speed build. So to have 5,200 on a build that is literally focused on size boost is truly amazing. And look at the size of the items we're getting already. Like, look at that meteoric iron. I am going to be only looking for legendaries or above, so I'll bring you back when I find something really high weight. So we just got an 8.7 kg rose gold. Let's check that out. We weren't even digging for long. Boom. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, and that's even better. Volcanic eruption, increased size and amount on Caldera Island. But we can also use something called a solar flare. And this will give us little circles like this. And you get increased plus size and modifier chance. So you can actually get bigger items by digging in those circles like that. Like, look at that meteoric iron. That's got to be like 20 kg, surely. Look at the size of the items now when you dig in those little solar flare circles. So these solar flares are very, very handy to find size boost items. We just found a 13 kg fire opal. Whoa. That was a new record. Oh my goodness, look at the size of this. And the amount of money I'm going to be making is truly like, great as well. Like, I can't even see my screen. I'm getting items that big right now by digging in these little circles. So these little circles do increase the size boost by a lot. Oh my god, what size is that cat's eye? 13 kg cat's eye. Whoa. Okay, these circles are OP. Solar flares are OP for size boost. Wow. There's another gigantic cat's eye. That's a 6.8 kg, so it was a bit smaller. It didn't really look smaller though, did it? Okay, this is a very good way to make money as well. Like, I'm making like 300 to 600 million per pound. Oh, we got a mythic. A 1.7 kg Infaloom. Okay, so that was quite small, but hopefully we can get some more mythics. So high-weighted items such as the 12 kg Cinnabar are very useful for when you're crafting because you actually need high-weighted items. There's another big cat's eye, 7.6 kg. A 2.7, 5.1 and a 10 kg rose gold all in one pan. We just got a 13 kg rose gold. And a 8.9 kg rose gold. Whoa, these items are actually massive. This build is incredible. Because the money you make is actually great as well. Like, this is a good build. It's fast. It has 1,100 capacity. I might generally just use this for the next couple of days or so. And see what kind of high-weighted items I can actually get. Because realistically, I'm only missing out on like 1,000 luck. And to trade that for money and item weight, I think it might be worth it. 7.2 kg cat's eye. So those totems are gone. So we're going to move location and see what we can get in other locations. So next up, we're going to be trying the Frostbite Waterfall. So let's give this a try and see what we can get. There's a 6.4 kg tourmaline on our first pan at this location. Is this a big aquamarine? No, they're tiny. Whoa. You can still get unlucky with this build and get like tiny items, but the chances of getting really high weighted items are much higher. A 7.4 kg tourmaline. Or tourmaline, however you want to say it. A 6.2 kg epherite. That I'm reaching like new weights, and it's not like I don't dig on this game. Like, if you look at my stats, I have panned 55,000 items and I have collected 1.2 million items. So I definitely have dug in this game. Oh, we got the solar flare here. This is lovely. I need to dig inside this circle. And look at the size difference from when we dig inside a solar flare. A 10 kg epherite and a 9.5 kg diamond. We're just hitting new records today. This is great. Oh, I can't even see my screen. A 12 kg tourmaline. Whoa, we are just reaching new records today, like endlessly new records. Now, we have seen what's out of the Frostbite Waterfall for the high kg, so we're now going to move spot again. We're going to try the Frozen Peak. So this is at top of the snowy island, and we're going to see what we can get from here. We do have a bit less luck up here because of the totem. There's no luck totem. The Infernal Heart has just opened, so we're going to use that as the last location to do a bit of testing, because we want to try and get items like this. Like, this is a 27 kg dinosaur skull. And I got it when I wasn't even using a size boost build. I was just using my normal build and somehow got this. So if we could get something like that again, that would be truly amazing. So Magma Furnace. We just got a 6.5 kg Dragon Bone. Keep them coming. We just got a 12 kg uranium and a 7.2 kg uranium. A 19 kg Dragon Bone. Oh, we've got to look at that. We've got to look at that. 19 kg, 94 million. Whoa. Okay, that's cool. That looks like a dinosaur bone. A 7 kg volcanic key. Let's have a look at that. Volcanic key. That is a big key. I bet this can unlock like a castle door or something. A 7.2 kg volcanic key. So that was a little bit bigger that time. We just got a 14 kg rose gold. Oh, we're just passing so many record weights right now with this build. I'm definitely going to be using this build for a while. We just got a 13 kg dragon bone just right there. A 22 kg uranium. We've got to check that out. Uranium 22 kg. Look at that. Whoa. And that is a 10 kg rose gold. And that is where we're going to leave it because I have been digging for about 30 minutes now and I don't want this video to run too long. So we're going to stop there, but we can quickly have a look on what we got. So weight, these are all the items we just got. So ignore the bookmarked ones, but look at this. 22 kg, 19, 18, 17, 16, 16, 16, 15, 15, 14, 14. And these are all from just half an hour. So imagine what you can get by digging with a high weight build for like a couple of hours. And we are going to sell those items so we can see what we make. So this is for all of our high weighted legendaries that we just got in the past 30 minutes. So let's have a look. 13 billion. Yes. And that was 264 decently weighted and high weighted legendaries. So imagine what you can get from digging for like a couple of hours, if not days. And that is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy this video, then make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. And if you want to use this high weight build, I'll show you again quickly. It's a Frosthorn Pendant, Fossilized Crown, 8 Prismatic Stars. If you're free to play, just use 6. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.